A refugee resettlement program right here in Madison is financially struggling after weeks of federal flip-flopping.
Refugee admissions and resettlements nationwide were halted by a Trump order in late January. And while that order was later blocked by a federal judge, the program's directors tell me damage has already been done.
I was very hopeful that if I can bring my family and we can have a good life here.
Zabi Sahibzada came to Madison in 2022, leaving his wife and 5 kids in Afghanistan.
I'm having a phone conversation with them in the morning, in the evening, and they are like always asking me what's going to happen to us.
He now works as the director of refugee resettlement at Jewish Social Services in Madison, a job he got shortly after finding refuge himself.
We turn no one away. We don't charge fees for our services.
Kai Yale Gardner-Mishlove is the director at JSS, serving around 600 refugees like Zabi each year.
Those services include cultural acclimation and orientation, referral to services such as public benefits, housing, employment, education.
But in late January, an executive order froze the funding for those supports.
How are we going to support families that we may have settled 2 weeks prior to the executive order, meaning that they're already here and we're responsible?
And while that order was later blocked by a federal judge, the effects of the stop work orders, unfulfilled reimbursements, and proposed 90-day admission bans remain largely in place.
It also meant that families that we also had already received or who were already here, there's a high likelihood that they would not be reunited with family members who were set to arrive.
If Zabi's children don't join him in the United States, his daughter's education may be in jeopardy.
After grade 6, they're not allowed to go to school.
But now the case he filed to bring them...
It's taking years and still there's no news. Yeah. So I'm just struggling with that part.
For now, like thousands of refugees nationwide, Zabi holds on to those daily phone calls with his family.
Looking into the current executive orders and all these situations, it's kind of breaking my hope.
Reporting in Madison, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now. Kai says cutting back on services and staffing is a last resort for Jewish social services, but an avenue they may need to turn to. JSS is accepting donations to help fund their refugee resettlement program. You can check out their website, jssmadison.org.